Hello everyone, welcome to Chess Comic, where we learn, laugh, and checkmate. For today's video, we're going to learn one of the Philidor's traps. It is actually the same trap that I used to beat my dad. And just a quick story. In our household, every time my dad and I plays a chess game, we always have a bet. And the winner will be able to eat the largest portion of our main dish, and the loser, of course, will just have to lick his finger. Okay, kidding aside, of course, we'll have to get the normal portion. But let's not take this long. If you guys are ready, let's start. So I was playing white, and I played pawn to e4. He played pawn to e5, played knight f3, and he played pawn to d6. And this is the famous Philidor's defense or setup. Now I played bishop to c4. And if you guys did watch our Legal's mate trap or video, you'll be able to see what white is trying to achieve on how to checkmate the black king using the three minor pieces, which is the two knights and the bishops. So I would suggest for you to watch that video. But let's not go far here. My dad played knight to d7 because he knew that trap. And then I played pawn to d4, trying to break through at the center. And after I played this move, I started to talk a bit to mislead him. So I simply said, hey, you know my threat is knight to g5, so I can aim at your f7 pawn. And he just simply told me, don't worry about my position, son, because I know how you think. Worry about yours. And he played bishop to e7. In my mind, I was having an evil laugh because I knew this was a mistake, and I immediately took his pawn on e5. Here he has two options, to take with a pawn or take with a knight. He chose to take with a pawn. But before we move forward, let me just show you what happens if black takes with a knight. White will just simply take the knight back. Pawn takes, of course, white has to take the knight back. And then after queen to h5, black is in big trouble because white is aiming at the f7 pawn and the e5 pawn. So there's no way for black to defend both. And for chess basics, we know that white is winning. Okay, so let's go back to what happened to the game. He took with a pawn, and I played queen to d5. Bloop. After this move, I can tell you the game is over. He's just waiting for his time to die. So he's actually dead. Extremely dead. And it took him a minute to realize. And I can see his face was like fading, but he didn't resign, of course. That's a father's pride. And he played knight to b6. So I didn't wait for long, and I just simply took his f7 pawn, bloop, with a check. And he's forced to play king to d7, and I took his pawn on e5 with a check. And he's forced to play king to d6. And here, I sacrifice my knight. So it's obviously that the black king is going to capture my knight, threatening my knight. So I played knight c3. I made him take my knight, and he took it and simply smiled. He said, "Ha! Come on, you still hang your pieces? You're too big for that." And of course, for me, I smiled again. I said, "Oh, can't you not find the checkmate in 3? And then said, "Huh? Where's the checkmate? I can't find it." So maybe you guys can be better by that. I want you to pause your video and find the checkmate in 3. Go. All right. I played bishop to f4. Boop. Check. The king is forced to go to d4. And I move my bishop back to e3. Check. And the king is forced to go to e5. I mean, the king can't capture my bishop because still protected by my queen. So he played king to e5, and followed by, yep, queen to f4. Check the mate. I hope you guys learned from this video. If you guys did, please don't forget to like and share the good chess file. Until next time, bye bye everyone!